Okay, so now that you've got your course or even the basics kind of set up in here or whatever, you're ready to go to the next step. So you are going to click save and exit. And now you're going to be taken to the next step. So you can enable comments. I don't like to add comments into my memberships. I think it gets them messy, but if you want people to be able to do that, that's great. But let's go to more importantly, because here's the access levels. So if you are a person who is in the standard and you want to have multiple courses in here, this is where having levels in here. So what you can do is when you're planning your menu, you could have multiple menus and multiple levels. So like you name your course one, like an academy or something like that, and then you have multiple levels. And when you go and create your menu, you're going to need to think about dividing that all up inside of there and putting it together. So this is where having different levels is great, because you can create multiple levels in here and have them all done. So basically it's as easy as this, right? If you want to do a standard level, which is they got everything in there, right? Then you can add a new level. We'll just call this, we'll just call it level 2 for now. Okay. So I can just, we'll call it level 2. Okay. And then what we'll do here is we will add the pieces that go with whatever level that might be. So you're going to want to think about creatively how you want to do that. Okay. So for those of you who have multiple courses in one academy, you're going to want to do your menu on the first one to include everything. And you may want to structure things a little bit differently so that when they come in, they may have a start here and it may be, more generic, but however you want to do that, that's something you've got to think about there, about what you want to do. And then when you come in here, you're going to turn on the various posts that make sense for whatever level you are organizing it for. So this way, when people buy that level, they only see the things that they have access to. Okay. So that makes sense. So if I did this, this, and this, and this, and that's level 2, somebody who purchased level 2 would only come into the program and see those levels. Okay. So that's how you can structure that. And you can always, kind of think about how you want it all put together. Now, if you are doing a membership, so membership might be either they have access to everything and they're paying a monthly fee and then they don't get access, or you can drip content. So sometimes I will drip content as I am creating a course, right? So you could say instant access for the things that are open. And then if you don't want to give them access right away, you can, do it 30 days. If you're drip feeding content to them every 30 days or on a specific date. So that's what I'll do. And then they will just get something. Let's just look at this. So how it would work, right? So if we're saying 3 days after sign up, right? Then you do that. Or on a specific date, you could do that. All right. So let's do add level. So let's go in here and add. So you would go to the level, let's see, save. So this one, let's go here. So this one, since I'm in here 3 days, let's do this. Okay, 3 days later, and then I'm going to click save, right? So you can manage the locked posts. You can display them, but keep them unclickable. So you can do all kinds of things that are cool in here, right? Post. So this will give access to the post in the time. This is locked and this is locked. So you can do this in here. So don't display locked posts in the navigation bar. You can display it, but keep it unclickable. Or you can do this and pop up a teaser, and then you can click on here and style the window for that. So you can do the default like this, or you can go in here, custom text or an image, or you can do this, my template, content unlocked soon. And that will look like that, okay? So that's would look like this. And then you can do this. You can change it, and you could change the image too. You can do anything you want inside of here. Again, you can change this however you want. So there's all kinds of cool things in here that you can do for those locked posts. All right. So that's kind of a really cool feature inside of here. I'm going to go back in here and get rid of level 2. X, remove. And I'm going to make this on instant access. So again, whatever you apply to one is going to apply to all levels. Okay, so if you've got one membership, you can't have two membership types. You have to either give them access to all of the content, or it's all drip fed, okay? So just remember that when you're planning everything out, okay? So let's save this and next. Oh, so let's do this. Let's go back down here. Notification, when a post unlocks, you can do this. You'll probably want to set that up if you have them. Let me go in here and change this. Pop in a display. Okay, I think everything's in here. So let's go in here, change instant access. Oh, I need to change these back to instant access because that's how I want everything set up for you guys. All right, so now it will save and I don't even need that. Okay, click display locked posts. Oh, it's those new ones. That's why. Okay, well, we'll change that for you. Okay, great. All right, we will just keep going from here because we've already went over that. Now we're going to talk about progress. So what you can do here is if you want people to be forced to do linear progression, you can do this. I always like to display the progress bar because it kind of reminds people how far they've come. But some people want people to go only through it at, sequentially, right? And you can then do a prompt completion badge, and you can make this any kind of copy that you want in here, right? So that's kind of fun to do that too, if you want to do that as well. Again, it's a great idea. I like this idea of completing the course. You can do that. It does, it's just an option. It's just really up to you whether or not you want to do this. Okay, so let's talk about help desk. So one of the things I suggest that you do is do an external help desk, because this is key, because you want people to know that you're there to help. I don't necessarily do the support ticket unless I have a support person, and then I just put in my email address here so they can reach out and help, ask for help. Okay, so I don't have this ticked off in here, but that is definitely something I always do. All right, next thing after that, welcome email set up. So this is where you are going to add your welcome login information. You definitely want to do this, and you need to customize it. Otherwise, it's very generic, okay? And if you're using the custom portal link, you're going to add that. You want to add that in there, your portal. So you'll want to do that because it's just a great, better experience. And I've included that inside of this membership. So you have that portal page and all of the training in this section on how to do that, okay? And then you want to put in here what you want them to do first. So usually I'll say, go watch the welcome email. This is why you want to do it. Log in and then add your signature line. And then just take a look at what you do. And then you'll have that all organized. Okay. This is outside of your onboarding sequence because in the onboarding sequence, you can't get access to those links. So you definitely want to send this out. Okay, so let's dive into automations. So automations are great. You want to assign tags, which I've given to you in here, and you're going to just edit them to whatever you want it to be. Subscribe to lists. So when you do these, you're going to assign tags and select the category and select the tag and the list. Now they're going to get all the same if you do this. So it depends if you've got multiple levels in there, they're going to get the same tags. So if you're doing multiple levels, you are going to assign different tags based inside of the product. And we will talk about that later in the product, how to set it up if you've got multiple levels and you want a different onboarding. All right. So we're going to go to that and we're going to go in here. And then I like to subscribe to the sequence. So I've got this already set up so that they go right in here. So you're going to want to either take this off if you're not going to use that, or just disable it until you have this ready. But I suggest you do this all at the same time because it just makes it all seamless and easier. Now, some of the things that you can do is you can add in automations. So if they is granted, then to this membership, any level, then you can actually subscribe them to a list. You could subscribe them to the sequence if you want. You can grant access to other memberships. I use that a lot because sometimes I give other memberships as bonuses to this course. So that's what I do for them. There's all kinds of things that you can do inside of there with this. Okay, so it's kind of great way to get more automations. This is just for sequence, but if you want to do other things with them, then you've got those. All right, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. How to get the other parts of your membership all set up and running.